Hi everyone and welcome back to the Intuitive Studio. My name is Kelsey and I'll be taking you through today's yoga class. So today we are going to be drawing our focus back to our body and breath, especially if you feel like you haven't felt very grounded or you feel like your mind is constantly wandering. This class is for you to come back into focus, come back into your body and come back into your breath and come back into this moment. So get some comfy clothes on and let's get started. We're going to start by sitting in a comfortable seat. You may want to grab a pillow or something to place underneath your hips if you feel like you have a little bit of lower back pain. This will just relieve some of the back pain by lifting your hips off the ground. We're going to come in just an easy seat, placing one ankle in front of the other. We don't want to cross our legs together. Making sure our sitting bones are nice and grounded. We're going to roll our shoulders up towards our ears. And then on the next exhale, we're just going to release them down our spine. Inhale, we're coming up, bringing our shoulders towards our ears. Exhale, releasing them down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, releasing them down. Coming into just a sitting posture here. Feeling our spine grow from the bottom of our spine all the way up to the crown of our heads, lengthening through the spine, pulling our shoulders slightly back, bringing our chest out slightly. We're making sure our breath is going fully into our belly. So inhale through our nose, exhale through our mouth. Inhale, exhale. We're going to place one palm on our belly and one palm on our heart space. And I want to draw your attention to the rise and fall of your chest. Feeling the rise on the inhale. And on the exhale, feeling your chest collapse. If your mind starts to wander, just come back to your breath. And when you feel comfortable, you can close down the eyes. And now I invite you to start counting your breaths. So on the inhale, it's 1. And exhale, it's 2. Just counting your breaths in your mind. Inhale 1. And exhale 2. Inhale 1. And exhale 2. Continue this counting of the breaths just for a couple of more rounds. We're going to slowly release our palms onto our knees. Slowly open the eyes. Inhale, rise our hands above heads. Placing our fingertips together, kind of in like a ball. And then exhale, we're just going to push away, rotating our palms, bringing our palms to our sides. Inhale, rotating, bringing our fingertips together. Exhale, pushing away. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pushing away. Then we're going to place our right palm down. Inhale our left palm up and over for a side stretch. Inhale, slowly coming back to center. Exhale, placing the left palm down. Inhale our right palm up and over. Exhale, coming back to center here. We're going to move on to our tabletop position. So bringing our knees under our hips, making sure our wrists are underneath our elbows. Elbows are in line with our shoulders. We're pulling in our belly buttons, so we have a nice strong core here. And we're pushing away from the mat, so we're rounding our shoulders. On the inhale, we're dropping our belly, slowly tilting our chin up towards the sky. Exhale, pushing away from the mat, rounding our shoulders, dropping our head and neck. Inhale, we rise, lifting our chin up to the sky. Exhale, pushing away, rounding our shoulders, dropping our head and neck. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, pushing away. Repeat this a couple more times in your own breath. Finding that space between the vertebrae, gently warming up the spine. Coming back into our flat tabletop position. Now we're going to start to lengthen our right foot away. We're going to flex that foot. Our big toe is pointing towards the ground, making sure we're looking down on the mat, feeling the core tighten, strengthen, ground. Then we're going to bring our left palm up in front of us, feeling that lengthening through the tips of our fingers all the way to our toes. We're going to hold, making sure we're pulling our belly button in towards our spine, feeling that focus here. Another 3 breaths. Then we're going to place our left palm onto the mat, bring our right knee onto the mat. Then we're going to switch sides, so the left leg comes out nice and long, flexing that foot, bringing our big toe towards the mat. Then we're going to bring our right palm out in front of us, lengthening, holding, pulling our belly button in towards our spine. Feeling that strength, feeling your focus get drawn into your body, making sure you're stable, balanced, and breathing. Exhale, and then inhale. On the next exhale, bringing our right palm to the mat, dropping our knee to the mat, finding our tabletop position, bringing our knees out to the long edge of the mat, and then coming down into our child's pose. Feeling our hips open here, feeling the length and open through our shoulders. Deep breathing. With each exhale, I invite you to soften a little bit more throughout this entire practice. The exhale is the vehicle to let go of stress, to let go of tension. So use your exhale throughout this practice to really focus on letting go. Bringing ourselves back up to our tabletop position here. Making sure we're checking our alignment. We're going to tuck our toes, send our hips up to the sky, finding our first downward facing dog. Taking any movement that serves you, so maybe pedaling out the feet, moving your hips from side to side. Then find some stillness in your downward facing dog, making sure you have a nice deep bend in the knees. You're pushing away from the mat, rotating your triceps under, pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Then we're going to bring our right foot slightly more into the center of the mat, more so to the left side. Inhale our left foot up and away, three-legged dog. Exhale, bending that left knee, turning that left knee out, so we're opening up that left hip. Deep breathing here. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. We're going to bring that left knee now in towards our chest. Exhale, stepping that left foot through, helping it if you need to, coming into our low lunge. We're going to drop our back knee here, untuck our back toes. Inhale, bringing our fingertips up to sky, coming into our low crescent lunge. Feeling that lengthening, dropping the shoulders. If your mind is wandering, coming back to the breath, feeling the stretch through your hips, really focusing on those touch points. Exhale, bringing our palms to the mat, tucking our toes, coming into our lunge. Then we're going to step up towards the top of the mat, finding Uttanasana, forward fold. From here, we're going to rise, hands above head. And then exhale, we're going to bring that knee, that right knee, finding a balance, bringing that knee up. And then we're going just to hold on to that knee here. Finding your drishti point. So this is your point of focus. Couple deep breaths. Exhale, dropping that leg. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting our palms, stepping back into our high plank. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, dropping the knees, keeping elbows by our sides, lower down to our belly. Inhale, pushing up, opening up the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, tucking the toes, sending hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. The next inhale, we're going to bring our left foot slightly more into the center of the mat. Inhale, our right foot up and away, three-legged dog. Exhale, bending that right knee, turning that right knee out, so we're opening up that right hip. Couple deep breaths here. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. Going to bring that right knee into our chest and then stepping it between our palms, helping it if you need to. Finding our low lunge. Dropping that back knee, untucking our back toes. Inhale, rise, bringing our fingertips up to sky, finding our low crescent lunge. Exhale, we're going to bring our fingertips down to the mat, tucking our back toes, coming into our low lunge. Then we're going to step up to the top of the mat, finding Uttanasana, softening through our lower back. Inhale, rise, hands above head. Exhale, we're going to now bring that left knee up, finding that drishti point. You'll find that one leg is more balanced than the other, and that is completely fine. Holding on to that left knee, making sure we're drawing our shoulders back. So we want to make sure our chest is nice and proud. We don't want to be hunched over. You can grab your thigh or different parts of your leg, whatever works for you. Making sure you have a soft bend in that other knee as well. Take a couple more breaths here. Exhale, placing that left leg down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting our palms, stepping back into our high plank. Take a couple of breaths here. Then we're going to drop our knees, push back into our child's pose. Slowly start to bring yourself back into our sitting position. Making sure one ankle is in front of the other. Inhale, we rise, fingertips up towards the sky. We're going to come into eagle arms. So bringing one arm underneath one elbow. So we're stacking our elbows here. And then one palm is coming on towards the other palm. Feeling that opening through the shoulders. And then let your wings fly, switching sides so the opposite elbow comes underneath. Feeling that opening up through the shoulders. Take deep breaths here. Exhale, release. Going to bring the soles of the feet down onto the mat. And then we're going to slowly, with our fingertips by our sides, slowly start to roll down with control. 3, 2, 1. Finding our grounding, making sure our lower back is nice laying down on the mat. Then we're going to bring our arms up overhead. Clasping our fingers together, pointing our toes, giving our body a nice big stretch. When we tend to lose our focus or grounding or balance, our mind can feel like it's going in loops. So being able to find our breath, recognize our body and its touch points on the mat is a good way to come back into the moment, get out of that loop, and reconnect with yourself. We're going to now bring our knees into our chest. Give ourselves a nice big hug here. Maybe rocking from side to side. Then we're going to just lengthen our legs again. Our palms can be either facing up for receiving or facing down for grounding. And I invite you to take a couple of deep breaths in through your nostrils. Exhale through your mouth. One more time, in through your nostrils. Releasing any last stress, worry, unbalance, ungrounding, unfocus with your next exhale. Thank you so much for joining me today for this practice. I hope you enjoyed it. Namaste.